This is the last bartender. Trying a different angle in my place because you can't. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've had that poster on my wall since I was about 14 or 15 years old. If you look up the old the Catholic schoolgirls rule video, you'll see me and my sister in there. I'm the middle choir boy in the back. Anyway, I buckled and bought the last because my mom donated for my birthday. That's been gone for a couple days. The reason being, it was my birthday 2 days ago, and I ultra indulged in anything I wanted, food-wise, drink-wise, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself and had to recuperate watching movies and doing nothing yesterday. So I got this final bottle, and it's not going to be part of the tasting. This is a friggin' helicopter flying over my house. This is the Palenqueros Baltasar Cruz, and this is the Tobala. I'm not going to be doing this one. This one I'm going to be saving for myself. This one, 1,200 bottles, so it's a little bigger, but everything else is the same. This has the grinding mill, the mule pulled grinding mill, but everything else is the same. This is the wild Tobala. Again, not the rose of Tobala. This is the guy going out and finding each individual one. So, the battle that I wanted to have is not going to happen. These three, possibly, but I went so deep on these on my birthday, I don't know how much we're going to be able to do. Okay, so what I wanted to do today is I wanted to taste the whiskey, the Suntory Toki whiskey that I had made into the barrel. And so we are going to give it a shot. Remember, we had we barrel aged Boulevardier in this barrel, and it came out amazing. So we're going to see what happens when you put Suntory Toki, which is a blended Japanese whiskey, into a cask or a barrel that has had Boulevardier in it. Let's see what happens here. Okay, gotta let air to it. I'm actually kidding. This thing, I shouldn't have let it go as long as I did. I thought it was funny how much was evaporating. The entire thing evaporated. This is 3/4 of a bottle. There's nothing left. I mean, there might be something that I can get out of here, but this barrel was a little too porous. There was a little too much dripping out of it. You can see it on the back, and you have to do these very carefully. This is all this is all we got, and I can't drink this straight away because there's so many chunks of stuff in it. I need to. Well, you know what? I might just take it with a little bit of charcoaly stuff on it, because you know what? I think it's going to be wonderful. There is a little bit of sediment in there, but I don't care. But this is what happens when you don't pay attention. It's been more than a month. You remember how lightly colored the Suntory Toki, if you go back and look at that video, how lightly colored it was. So we have serious influence from the inside of this barrel. And I have a feeling that this is going to taste wonderful, because having that sweet element of the Campari and the Alessio sweet vermouth is going to do wonders to a very mellow blended Japanese whiskey with the Suntory Toki. So even with the chips of crap in this, I'm taking a little sip of it. It's lovely, and it finishes a little sweet, much sweeter than the regular. I do have a little bit of that bottle left, but I knew this had happened, that the whole thing evaporated. So I didn't bother to pull out the other bottle. But when you do this kind of stuff, you do have, that's really good. You do have to be careful, because you can, if you don't have a proper barrel and you don't have a good seal, not a good seal, but I mean, just there's a certain amount of air that should be getting in, and it shouldn't leak like it did, and it shouldn't be that porous. I should not have had to worry about a month and 2 weeks, the entire thing evaporating. So that's kind of basically makes you want, well, no, I can't say makes you want surface-to-air missiles because I don't want the FBI showing up at my door. So thank you, helicopter. This is a fail. This is absolutely a fail. And I want to show you that some of these things work and some of them don't. So these tequilas, just go nuts with them. These Palenqueros tequilas, they're so good, it's ridiculous. Barrel aging Suntory Toki whiskey, I'm sure will work with a proper barrel. I did not have one. This barrel was good for one use and one use only. I thought it went through a little bit too much of the drink that we put in there, the Boulevardier, but I had no idea that it was going to eat this entire bottle of Suntory Toki. So there you go. Make sure you got a good barrel, and don't put something precious in there until you've done something in it first, or, you know, I mean, just, you got to be careful. You got to be aware when you're doing this stuff. This is the last bartender. Happy drinking.